Okay, this is Dr. Sule with another podcast. I wanted us to look at a song by Frank Ocean, Crack Rock. Now, before all the hip hop fans start saying, do we call this song a hip hop song? I just think it's a very good illustration about crack, so I decided to do it. Plus, Frank Ocean is a dope artist anyway, and it's from the channel Orange. Basically the channel Ocean. Oh, sorry. Can we start?
No,
again?
it's fine. Just
Okay.
I'll do a 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Hello. This is Dr. Sule, and today I'll be looking at the song "Crack Rock" by Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean is a dope artist. Now, whether you call him R&B soul, whether you consider him hip hop, I'm not going to get into that debate. But it's a dope song, and I felt it will give us the opportunity to look at crack cocaine. Okay, now this is from the channel Orange album, and it's really a good illustration about crack cocaine. Now, first of all, before we even go into the song, what's the difference between crack cocaine and what we call powder cocaine? Now, the thing is, crack cocaine is considered to be a purified form, and it's formed from powdered cocaine. When you mix it with baking soda, boil it, stir it, and whip it, and basically you end up getting the crack coming out. Now, obviously it tends to be smoked and it makes a crackling noise, hence the term crack. It looks like a rock, hence the term crack rock. What's interesting is it's referenced in hip hop, from things like cocaine. It's always been referenced in hip hop. So I can recall things like White Lines by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. And more recently, we've got things like OT Genesis, I'm in love with the Coco, which is a street name for cocaine, and Trap Queen. It depends on how you interpret Trap Queen. But anyway, let's start with crack rock. It says, you don't know how little you matter until you're all alone in the middle of Arkansas with a little rock left in that glass stick. Now, basically that's a crack pipe. So what happens is the rock is in the crack pipe, it's heated, and the person inhales. Now, what's interesting is when crack pipes are shared, there's a risk that you can spread hepatitis C. That might be a reason because the end gets very hot, you crack it, blood, and then someone else uses it, and hence you spread an infectious viral disease of hepatitis C. But let's go back into it. It says, used to date a blonde, you used to hit it raw because she was, and you are madly involved. Basically, mentions about the person abusing crack, having sex with a blonde woman, and having unprotected sex. Now, the question is, at this particular time, is the crack user infected with hepatitis? So we've got to think about the risks that go along with that as well, And also in the hook, there's a hook there that says, hitting stones in glass homes, you're smoking stones in abandoned homes, which I think is interesting because even when you make reference to Trap Queen, where Fetty Wap goes, something around hitting the bandos, we know that a lot of crack trade goes on in abandoned warehouses. We can make reference to the New Jack City movie where you see people, buying and producing large quantities of crack cocaine in abandoned warehouse. In verse 2, it says you're shocking and jiving, stealing and robbing to get the fix that you're itching for. And again, with drug addiction, with crack cocaine addiction, like any other addiction, there can be violence associated with it, and people steal in order to fund the habit. Now, at this juncture, one has to mention about the crack epidemic in the late 70s and the 80s, which devastated communities, really. And then there's a bridge here which says, crooked cop, dead cop, how much dope can you push to me? And basically how this deals with the politics about whether there are corrupt police involved in the trade or arresting of people that have crack addictions. And basically, the whole bridge makes reference to the effect of crack cocaine on the community. So Yeah, I think it's a very interesting track, and I'm glad that we did it. Thank you.